LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. If you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or at Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
It's time now for the Lafayette Christian Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Let's go live to the showroom at Kia of LaGrange to give you the inside scoop on Lafayette Christian football.
Now, welcome here to the Lafayette Christian Cougar Saturday morning quarterback live at Kia of LaGrange. Glad to be here with you. I'm Coleman Weiss and head coach Nate Shaw here with me. And coach, I tell you, it was obviously you had some things going on with the team this week. That's what I guess out of team control, but still you got to go play with the team you've got, and you got out there and got after it. And unfortunately, you came up a little short. 55-20 was the loss against Praise Academy, and so pretty much you got to lick your wounds and get ready to move to next week because the games keep coming as you got Colonial Hills coming in next week.
Yeah, we do. We need to do that. It's actually 2 weeks on the 14th.
That's right.
Next week is fall break.
Fall break.
So for like a lot of teams in the area, we'll be off and trying to enjoy some extra time off and really extra planning.
And that probably won't hurt your team at this point.
No, it doesn't. Let us heal up a little bit. You know, we've had some bumps and bruises and a little bit of illness, and that kind of takes two starters out of your lineup and you go to a really heavily favored team and a team that's looking at maybe winning a championship of their own this year. And certainly a revenge game for them circled and Praise Academy. But, I'm proud of how our boys battled and trying to suck up some of that juju. I'm sitting in Tanner Gliston's seat from last show and trying to get some of that winning energy back. And I think we can do that. We're going to have looking for 2 good weeks of practice, and then the back half of our schedule I think is going to be a little bit favorable to us, even though we're on the road quite a bit. But our boys battle. We'll get into that as I'm sure the show goes on.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you got Colonial Hills, Central Fellowship, and Twiggs. 3 very winnable games. 3 games that to get you ready for the playoffs, and and you got to have a good showing to get into the playoffs. But
yes,
it's the season. You come down to the last 3 games of the year. It's where the seniors sit there and start to realize that
it's short.
Wait a minute,
time is short.
Yeah, time is short. Matter of fact, we went and did an event at my daughter's elementary school. And I got all nostalgic because it was the last time that I would get to do this.
Yeah.
And I can just imagine what it's like for these kids that have been playing football for 4 years, and then realize that for most of them, this will be the last time they get to play and or organized football anyway. And it's you got to turn those recorders on high and make sure you remember as much of the memories and make sure you get the most out of them as possible. And that's kind of where you got to go here with this loss against Praise Academy. You got to put that in your rearview mirror and get that sense of, okay, we got 3 more. We got to make this intense.
Yeah, we do. And there wasn't a lot of hung heads and hung shoulders. We played with pride and we played hard, and the message was play every play. It's a series of very small games and try to win as many as you can. We didn't necessarily do that, but there were plays that we won. And had a great attitude, and I think the kids had a great sense of how good the team was that we were playing, but didn't necessarily back down against it. Some teams will kind of cower up, and we kept fighting, kept taking swings, kept trying to make plays the entire game.
And in the second half, y'all ended up scoring more points than they did in the second half,
with their starting crew in. I mean, they didn't pull their starting crew in. I think they were. They were kind of worried that we did have the potential to come back. We did have some big splash plays that, we're able to move the ball very well. So you never want to let a team up off the carpet, necessarily, or up off the ground, and they kept a lot of their most of their stars, and they rotated a few kids here and there, but they're big guns. They were in the game the whole game, and so we played against a real quality football team, and despite not having a great outcome, there were some good things that we can take out of it.
There you go. We're going to come back and talk about the good things now that we've kind of talked about the loss, and when we come back here on the Saturday morning quarterback Lafayette Christian Cougars show, we'll get a chance to eat a biscuit. Now, Nate, I got chicken, I got sausage, I got a bacon biscuit here, all from Chick-fil-A. Which one do you want? You want chicken or sausage?
I need the chicken.
You need the chicken? I got a chicken for you right there.
Thank you so much.
All right, cool. All right, come on back. Join us here as we're live here at this showroom of Kia of LaGrange during the Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16 model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Well, welcome back as we're live here at the Kia of LaGrange showroom. Glad to be here with you. Thank you to Kia of LaGrange for giving us this wonderful venue for the coaches show. And gosh, we've been out here now 4 or 5 years, whatever it is. It's been a while.
Since we've done it, I think this is my fifth year coming out and doing it. So we've always been here. And so I don't know where you did it before. I don't know where you did it before.
Well, we've done it a little everywhere. We've done it at restaurants and at the studio and other places. And but this has been home now for, like you said, for so long that I can't imagine doing the coaches show anywhere else.
No, it's good to come here.
And we do appreciate them and the hospitality and the facility that's here is second to none. I tell you, if you haven't been to Kia, hadn't had a chance to go through the showroom, had a chance to see the vehicles that your neighbors are building, come to Kia of LaGrange and take advantage of that. It's well worth the visit, and of course all their salespeople, they don't work on commission, so they're wanting to help you and be an assistant buyer to you to help you buy the next vehicle that you're wanting to purchase and just be helpful all the way around. So come check them out here at Kia of LaGrange, and they're on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. And, all right, let's talk a little bit about some of the good things that happened last night. Praise Academy won last night 55-20 over Lafayette Christian. But, like we were just saying, we got 3 more games left in the season before the playoffs. And to get into the playoffs, you got some work to do. But what's some of the positive things that happened last night? Maybe some standouts that you might want give out some kudos.
Well, I'd like to give a shout-out to our quarterback, Landon Whitley, sophomore quarterback. He puts a lot on his shoulders and tries to do a lot, and just real hustler, real physical. Sometimes to the point we worry about him throwing his body around, but he's not necessarily reckless, but he's always trying to make some stuff happen, and takes it personally. He needs to carry the team on his back, and did some good things. And sometimes even in that Landon, it's okay to throw the ball away. You don't have to throw a touchdown every play or break a huge long run. But that's the kind of commitment and dedication that he has. And some people say, well, that sounded like negative. It's a huge positive that he's that committed to trying to win football games. So we got a lot to work with there, and the team should recognize that for him. But he actually he did throw it. He ended up throwing an interception, but it was just a tremendous play defensively from an individual because it was a great decision. The receiver was open. The kid line of scrimmage was 6'4" and just happened to get his hand up and tipped it to himself, get an interception, and those kind of things eat up young quarterbacks. But that was not really a bad play by him. So, but he threw the ball well. And he made some big connections to John Parham, who plays tight end for us, and he had a great night receiving the ball. Had 100+ yards in receiving yards. So when we moved the ball well through the air when we wanted to and actually needed to. We were able to get a couple of connections. We had Avery Staples got his first sort of first big reception of the night of the year. He's a transfer student for us, and he's been a huge significant defensive factor. But now he's starting to make himself felt offensively, and had a good catch. We've been able to. We at times, we had a few issues. They have a lot of good athletes and are a very well coached team. But we actually at times ran the ball very effectively. It was a little bit inconsistent because we made some mistakes. But against a good team, we were able to generate offense, and so that was really a positive thing. A lot of times when the game gets out of hand, it's hard to keep your head up and keep grinding out and keep generating yards and not just pack it in. But I think we battled through that and gave ourselves opportunities to score. And there was a couple of times inside the 15-yard line we kind of ran out of gas and turned the ball over on down. So that's points taken off the board. And some of it was under control. There were some penalties and things like that. But overall, positive is that with a depleted, 2 starters out, still able to generate tournament points against a heavily favored team. We're disappointed. We're not happy. We're 2-4. But things like that is, you look at the character of the team, and it was a great character game for us. And you look at our offensive line: Luke Gilmore, Knox Everett, and Job Tendo, and you throw in one of the guards we rotated, Nathan Hudson, who's a 130-pound freshman, just really battled and really did what they could to contribute to the game, and they're a little bit undersung. So that's a positive we can take out.
There you go, and of course the next game is in 2 weeks. You get fall break. You got Colony Hills, and that's going to be at Colony Hills. Where is Colony Hills?
It is in Lithia Springs. It was actually the site of the last year's championship game. They have a really nice facility up there, and our league tries to pick a neutral site. Actually, we're the neutral site this year for the 8-man Division II championships. So we get into the playoffs. We still get a chance to play in a cold neutral site, which will be our home. And that wouldn't be that wouldn't be the worst thing.
No, it won't be. And that's just a short drive, it's about an hour and a half to up there, just on the bottom side of Atlanta.
Yes.
And go up there and have a good family trip, and so get everybody up and go up there and cheer on the Cougars. As Lafayette Christian will be playing Colony Hills in 2 weeks there at Lithia Springs, and then after that they've got Central Fellowship and then Twiggs. Luckily your last home game is Twiggs. You very well could have a cool home game run.
Yeah.
For hopefully was it 4 games plus that 1 game? So is it 3 games to win the championship? I think
it is 3 games to win.
So you could have 4 home games and not have to load the bus, and that would be pretty special. And that opportunity didn't come every day. So So you hope that they can put all that together.
Yeah, that's a possibility. So
I'm dreaming for you way too much. You're way too. I know you're not supposed to do that. You're sitting there going one game at a time, Coleman.
I know.
One game at a time.
Every year's a different year there, Coleman. So sometimes you have to hold out hope.
That's right. So, but at any rate, we'll come back and talk a little bit about some people that maybe helped out the team this week, and also talk a little bit about Lafayette Christian and more, where you can get more information about them as well when we come back. As you're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback right here live at the Kia of LaGrange showroom on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16-model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Russ Brown, owner of LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, has all the tools and equipment handymen and contractors need in our area. And if you're planning a wedding, party, tailgate, reunion, or corporate event, LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
Hey, welcome back here to Saturday Morning Quarterback Live at Kia of LaGrange showroom. We are very excited about being here and having a chance to talk to you about Lafayette Christian Cougar football. Coach Nate Shaw, head coach Nate Shaw here with me, and I'm Coleman Weiss, as we're enjoying a chance to talk Saturday Morning Quarterback. As just a couple of programming notes, the Auburn Tigers will be on Eagle 102.3 this afternoon, and they get cranked up this afternoon, I think at 3:30. So they should go on the air probably like when we get through talking, because it's pretty ridiculous. Actually,
about 6 hours of pregame.
It's about that bad. No, I think it's 2 hours of pregame. So it'll be 12:30. So they'll be on there at 12:30 right here on Eagle 102.3.
It's home. I noticed it's homecoming there, home, and I wonder if Coach Malzahn is appreciative of homecoming.
Yeah, he will be, because they're playing Louisiana Monroe, so I think he'll be okay with that. But yeah, it's you were.
I'm sorry, I said for that.
I hate this. If you didn't know, Coach Shaw, he does not like homecoming, and because it's very distracting. And of course, we're sitting there listening to Troop talk about their win over Sandy Creek, and of course, Sandy Creek. Homecoming was taken, and you turn to me and go, I bet Sandy Creek's head coach right now doesn't like homecoming either.
Yeah.
so I was like, you can't. It's hard to beat those kind of facts. So there you go.
It's just a thought.
But anyway, it's I tell you, you got to play the games. You got to be ready for every game that you play, homecoming or not, because you never know who's coming into your house, and so it's a good life lesson. And, and get after it. And of course, I know that Lafayette Christian has a lot of great people that help make all the pieces come together, from great sponsors to people to help do special things for you. But anybody you want to thank out there this week?
Well, I'd like to thank Mr. Tim Marlowe. He's Avery Staples' stepdad, and of course his lovely wife Tina. They've jumped in. This is their first year at Lafayette Christian. They've jumped in and just been trying to get involved. And Mr. Tim is a sports medicine guy, and he's volunteered his time on the sideline. And you don't know how much pressure that takes off a coaching staff when you don't have to make decisions about who's hurt and who's got a boo-boo and who's actually hurt or injured. And he's been great doing that. And especially in the age that we live in, when people are really worried, and I think rightfully so, about head traumas. I wonder that about myself sometimes. I'm like, I can't remember stuff. Is it because I'm getting older, or is it because I played football? And it puts that thought in your head. But to have somebody who's trained to deal with those types of things is incredibly important, and we're incredibly grateful for his generosity, because he could sit up in the stands with his wife and enjoy the time and start to meet people in the stands, but no, he's on the sideline working. He loves the work. But it really, from a coaching staff standpoint, to have that, well, he's good to go. All right, now I can put that in, and I think it helps parents and all that know that they have somebody that's looking after their sons, and that we're not being pressured. They're not being pressured to injure themselves or play on stuff that's hurt. And we always try to be sensitive about that. And I'm sure over the course of the time I've played kids that probably shouldn't have played, but it's nice to have somebody to say yes or no. And so hugely appreciated to Tim Marlowe on this day.
Yeah, and honestly, you sit there and talk about having wanting to make sure that you have someone that it's kind of like an independent voice.
Yeah.
You're going, you're caught up in the game and you want him to play, but it's nice to have someone that goes, I'm looking at the situation and no.
Yeah, it allows you coaching wise to move on to other people that need to go in, and it clears your mind. And it's not that you don't care, but it makes that decision for you.
Well, you're making team decisions.
Yeah,
and it's not always easy to make personal decisions when you're trying to function a team.
And when you got that conflict, you can't make any decisions.
Right.
And so then it allows you to go out
and so you do need to have, and that's the reason you have the people that are doing that to help do their job, do their section. That's the reason you have an offensive and defensive coordinator and everything else, and to help break those things down so that you bring the team together and be able to make decisions that are good for the team. And go forward. And also with this week off, what's the schedule going to be like for y'all's off week? I hope y'all get to do something fun, but I know you're going to put in a lot of work.
Yeah, we're going to be game planning for Colonial Hills, and just trying to get all the bumps and bruises healed up, get everybody well and back to practice and back to school. And this is the end of the quarter, so it sort of ends at a nice time because people we can say, hey, make sure you get your work done. And but we got 3 good days of practice. We're going to take Friday and Monday off because that's our fall break, and we're just going to work really hard this week and not spend a lot of time in meetings so much, and really hit the field and work on conditioning because right now, sometimes it's easy with small rosters. It's hard to get into your X's and O's, and sometimes the conditioning gets lax as you go through the season like this. So we're going to make sure we're up in good condition. Really try to tune up some of the things that worked actually well. We put some new elements into our offense last night and had success with them, and we're going to continue to work on those things to really fine tune so we can really try to set ourselves up to make that run. Not unreminiscent of last year. We made a big run to get into the playoffs, and I think we can maybe have that sort of situation again. Maybe not have that kind of flare and flash that we did last year, but certainly playoffs is still the goal. Playoffs is still the possibility, and look out, you win 3 games in a row. It gets kind of what Troop High's got right now in Callaway. They're just winning games, and that
it breeds winning breeds
success. So we're still looking for that, and we're close. I think we're close, and I think the boys know it too.
There you go. And that first opportunity to get that winning streak starts in 2 weeks at Colonial Hill. We'll take a quick break, come back, and wrap it up as you're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback right here at Kia of LaGrange on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16-model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Welcome back here to the Lafayette Christian Cougar, the Cougar Den Saturday morning quarterback show here at Kia of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. Glad to be here with you. And, of course, real quick, if you want to learn more about Lafayette Christian School or the football program and any of that stuff, where can they go?
Go to LafayetteChristianschool.com, and there's some basic information about that. You can call the school 706-884-6684. And or you just stop down. We're right on 1904 Hamilton Road, right next to Troop High School, and that's probably the best. You can come see me, and or you can see some of the lovely ladies at the office.
There you go, and they can get you a tour, they can get you information, and find out how you can join Lafayette Christian School and find out about their athletics and academics and all that stuff. It's all readily available for you.
That's right. You can involved. You can watch me teach some of my homeroom kids: Max Bennett, Andrew Allen, Emma Scott Grace. I know they listen, so. They'll be excited to and they're big Cougar fans.
Okay, so I'll mention their names again so they really can hear themselves.
Max Bennett, you know who I'm talking about, Andrew Allen, and Emma Scott Grace.
There you go. Congratulations. You have made it on the radio. So you've done your due diligence. So are these good kids that in your homeroom, or are they troublemakers?
No, they're great kids. They're good kids. Okay. They know better. They know all, especially after a loss, all that pent-up hostility.
That's right.
They don't want to let
that
up.
Be nice to coach. Be nice to coach.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
All right, so in 2 weeks, Colonial Hills, Lithia Springs is where that game is going to be played. So get everybody up, get ready to go out there and have a great time having another big run. Got 2 away games left, then home, and then hopefully home for 3 more games and have a chance to win a state playoff. And I know what you're saying to me again. One game at a time, Coleman, one game at a time. So the next one, Colonial Hills. Good luck, Coach, and have a great week, a great 2 weeks of preparation, and be ready to go.
Thanks, Coleman. Go Cougars.
Two, three.